Recording in progress.
Hey guys, good morning. Can you see my screen? Just type S in the chat box so that we'll get started. Great. So let's begin today's session. So yesterday I covered about this Fluent Wait, you remember, right? So anyone tried this part in Fluent Wait? Where is that waiting mechanism? And in that we tried Fluent Wait, right? Yeah. Anyone tried this new function stuff and this part? How this is happening? Anyone tried that? And also no such element exception dot class. And also no such element dot class. Why we have to provide dot class here? Has anyone tried? Because that was pending from the previous session, right? That was pending from the previous session. So anyone has tried that part? Okay, let's see that now. Even I'm not clear about, I have not done any R&D because I didn't get much time yesterday. I was busy traveling and all those stuff, so I didn't get time. But let's try to get today in the same session itself. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'll open the browser. First of all, I'll do that R&D here itself before you because I didn't get much time yesterday. So here, we go to the ChatGPT. So the simple question I'll ask ChatGPT is why we have to add dot class at the end of classes in Java. Okay. Why we have to add dot class at the end of classes in Java? This is what we'll ask it. Let's see. Class literal. When you want to obtain the class object that represent a specific class, you use a class literal. For example, my class dot class. You can store into the class. Okay. So here is a class literal which represent the class object associated with the my class. This is used for reproduction where you might need to inspect or manipulate class it in runtime. Generics. Okay, this dot class. This is not a different thing. This is not correct. Okay. So all the things are different. So for example, explain no such element exception dot class in Fluent Wait code of Selenium. Why we are using dot class at the end. Dot class. Okay. Fluent wait is part of Selenium explicit wait mechanism. It allows you to define the maximum amount of time to wait for a condition to be true before throwing an exception. That's correct. This is particularly useful for handling dynamic elements on the web page that may not be immediately available. That's correct. Ignoring specific exceptions. Yes, that's correct. Ignoring specific exceptions. Usage here is an example of using Fluent wait. Where is that class? Okay, Fluent wait, wait dot until driver dot find element. Okay, I think they have not used it right. They have used Fluent wait in a different way here. Okay, here they have used dot class is a way to get the class object that represents the type of. So when you use dot class is a way to get the object of that particular class that represents the type of no such element exception. It's a way to refer to the class itself, not an instance of the class. Okay, that's okay. Using dot class allow you to be specific about the type of exception you want to ignore. That's okay. Make the weight more tolerant. That's okay. But here, what is the context I'm not getting still? Here, this line, if you see, dot class is a way to get the class object that represents the type of no such element exception. Okay. So let's do some R&D here. What if I create something like okay, so Nigara is has typed some answer in the chat box. Compile time versus runtime. When you use no such element exception dot class, you are referring the class object representing the class at compile time. This provides the type safety and ensures that the correct class is being referenced. Okay, fine. That's a different thing. But we need more easier way to understand still using dot class. Demo. Can you give a simple program to make it to understand the usage of dot class in Java? Mhm. This is the simplest it seems. String dot class object you are storing into string and then class generic type you are providing. String class dot get name. Okay, let's see. What if I say string dot class? So what will happen here for the mouse? I'll say str is equal to. If I say string, will it accept? No. Change type of str to class of string. Okay, then I have to write class of string. Then it is accepting. Okay, string dot class is retrieving something to represent the object of that particular class or something. Okay, this is what is that is happening here. Not easy yet. Make it more easy. Okay, this will not come. Anyone have cracked it already? Because something we don't because I have used it from long time but I have overseen it like literally I have never questioned myself at any point of time that why we use dot class, but somehow while taking the session I got this query like why we generally use dot class. Okay, I followed the syntax whenever I have to specify a class type, then I said string dot class. But why that class type is required and all, something we can explore more. I felt that's the reason I am just querying here. Dot example, why we need to use dot class at the end of the class names in Java. What is the exact purpose it is solving? Explain as easy as possible. All depends on the prompt that you give to ChatGPT. Let's see what it will do. Meanwhile, ChatGPT, if it is slow, right, don't waste the time. Generally, go and school search here. Class at the end of class in Java. No, okay. I'll do the same thing in Google. So when you are actually using in Fluent Wait, if you go back to the Fluent Wait here, where is the Fluent Wait? Let's just go back to the Fluent Wait here. And if you simply observe, ignoring, here I have to mention class of this type. I have to specify generic type, right? Class of that no such element exception or whatever it is. If I take this out, for example, if I take this out and put it here, put a semicolon here and say n is equal to over the mouse and say create local variable. What is coming? Class of no such element exception is coming. That means we are literally using this class of no such element exception, right? A class of no such element exception we are using and passing that to ignoring. That means if you get any object of no such element exception in the output, then we are ignoring it. That's I understand. But the format that we have to give is the class format. Thus, up to that, it is clear, guys, but still, it is not that much clear, and ChatGPT is somehow not, responding. So we'll see that later. Okay, we'll see that later and figure out. Or if someone have any idea, just do some R&D over it. This R&D is still pending. So I need to do some R&D on that. I'll do it today because I didn't get much time yesterday. Fine, I'll remove this. At least something we got, but not the exact answer. I was unable to explain it in the easiest way, but the main purpose I'm trying is, you see, for representing this in the class format, we are using no such element exception dot class that I understood. But what exactly is that concept all about? In depth is not clear yet. That is it pending. So we'll cover it. Okay, I'll just try to do some R&D today and we'll discuss tomorrow. And similarly, we have other thing like new function. So we'll discuss about new function class here. That is a new function. What is this new function in Java? Let's see. So explain about function class in Java. Okay, now it's very fast. Okay. In Java, the function class is part of java.util.function package, which was introduced in Java as part of Java functional interfaces. This package provides functional interfaces to operate with lambda expressions. So I now have not covered lambda expressions for you. That is very simple. I'll tell you what is, okay. Functional programming, the functional interface is a part of this package and represent a function that takes one argument and provides a result, okay. So simple terms, it is saying that the function interface is a part of this package and represent a function that takes one argument and provides as a result, okay. Here is an example. Let's see an example here. So function here, the same way. Here what we are doing, we are creating an object of the function. Don't worry about that. We are just creating a function here. For now, let's start from here, this part. Okay, here function, and in that there is a generic like generics we have used WebDriver, web element. What that will be string integer they are saying in this example, string and integer. Str length s, here s dot length they are saying. Okay, if I create a function like this, for example, with but this is lambda expression, guys. I'll explain about lambda expression. Don't worry. String input hello world, int length, str dot length dot apply of input. Okay, apply of input. So it's applying here, and what's happening here? Length of the input is something it's coming. Okay, so that's fine. So this input is going here. Maybe string is going here. Okay. Str dot length dot apply. When I say str dot length dot apply, and if I pass this input here, okay, how that is happening, we have to say we create a function called str.length that takes a string and returns an integer. Okay, that takes a string and returns an integer. Here, string it is taking. When I pass the input, it is taking a string. It's taking a string that is hello world as an input, and the result is s dot length, which is going into integer, which is going into integer. So finally, the result of this thing will come into length. Okay, since you are using str, the result will come and fall into length. That's what they are saying. So when you are using here new function, so this is the input, WebDriver is the input, and what is the result? What is the result, guys? Here, try to understand this. This is a way to learn Java. Okay, this is a way to learn Java. Based on your requirement, you can learn. You don't have to know the basics. Okay, you are in a particular kind of situation where you can explore and do R&D. I covered whatever the things in Java that you need to have the tools for doing R&D. So the input that we are giving is driver. The output is what? Input for this function we are giving as WebDriver, and the output we are getting as what? Web element. Okay, that's what is the thing. So here in this function, to this particular function, okay, to understand this, we are doing this stuff, guys. Okay, to this particular function, we are giving WebDriver as an input, and we are getting web element as an output. We are getting web element as an output. So inside this, there is some logic written. It may be lambda expression or it is a normal function, doesn't matter. Okay, lambda expression, don't worry for a while. Here in this Fluent where there is no lambda expression. We'll cover that later if required. Okay, we'll go and see some advanced topics of Java later. Okay, for now, let's see here. Public web element apply. It is returning a web element. This particular code is returning a web element so that it will form as an output for that. And here apply is there. You see, still apply function is there. Okay, apply method we are using. So directly apply, and WebDriver is an input. Okay, here also we have used an example right here. You see, str dot length dot apply. That apply we are calling that here, and you are passing WebDriver's driver. This particular driver's driver you are passing here, and it is going to return you a web element. What is that web element it is returning? driver.findElement by.linkText.Flipkart. Flipkart web element is being returned. By calling this, simply the Flipkart web element is being created with the help of this driver, as it is taking driver as an input and returning you Flipkart as an output. Okay, Flipkart web element as an output in the form of an object of the Flipkart web element is being written, because you are using new means. This will return you web element of Flipkart, and new keyword is creating an object of the Flipkart, and that object is going and falling into this object reference of web element. Now clear with this statement, guys? Now you are able to understand the statement after doing this R&D. At a high level, it's fine. You don't have to dig deep edge. If you're able to understand the function, then you will understand what we are doing here. With the help of this function, we are simply creating an object of, okay, we are taking this driver and creating a web element of the Flipkart in simple words. Okay, we are taking the driver and returning the web element of the Flipkart, and that is we are storing here. That's it. And wait dot until we wait for that particular web element. I know this is not so simple as it is, but we'll explore that later. Okay, so we'll make it even more better later. But for now, at a high level, we can understand. Na? So one thing will be taken as an input. For example, string is an output here, string is an input here, string is an output here. When you say str.length.up, what is that, compose or something? Here, apply is it? Yeah, apply. Apply means it is taking hello world as an input and returning some composer text as a final result as an output. Okay, it will get the string as an output, that is compose of string to uppercase. It will convert to uppercase and take that as an output. We'll experiment more on this, okay, because I don't want to spend the entire today's day on this part, because I didn't do any R&D before coming here. But I will make it simple, guys. But at a high level, you are able to understand the Fluent wait context. Yeah, it's as simple as the web element Flipkart option is equal to driver dot find element. Yeah, this looks same, but somehow it's taking the. We have to figure it out, guys. Okay, we have to figure out whether that can do or not. Okay. Yeah. So shall we try that? So instead of writing all this code, they have given here wait out until. Uh, so how can I do that? How can I do that here? If I don't have to write that, as you mentioned, for example, we got a chat. Rajkumar has pinged something. Yes. Web element something. He has pinged here. Can I do something like this and say new keyword here? Can I put a new keyword here? No, right? So the result I have to take. The result of this web element I have to take and pass it here. For that, what I have to do? Thing here is I have to create the web element here. Yes, I have to take the web element here. Let's see. y.linkText. I'll take the web element, and here I have to say new Flipkart option. Is that correct or wrong? Still it is not coming, right?
Both web element are same name.
Yeah. Still not coming. New Flipkart option. We cannot try this actually. Okay. Wait that until is expecting what? First of all, let's see what it is expecting. Expecting function of, you see, it's expecting function of something. There's no way, you can, but we can do something. We can write a new function. The problem with is that whatever you said is right, but here it is until method is expecting in the form of function only. So there is no need to escape that, right? Function of web driver something is saying. So new function of, again, web driver is the input. It want to take the web driver as an input and give web element as an output. Okay, so this one is in our hands, what you want to output here. You want to output the web element, and new function, and this is the starting of the function, and this is the ending of the function. And here we are returning the function. To this particular function we are returning driver dot, this part we are returning, simple. Am I missing anything in the code from earlier thing? I think I have to remove this part, and I'll say flipkart option over the mouse on this. Cannot instantiate the type. Web driver as an input, web element as an output. I have to provide circular brackets here. So yeah, apply something. Are we applying something anywhere here? Did I miss any code?
Method apply needs to be there. Public
Yeah. Fluent wait code. Checking Selenium Java, Selenium Python again. I didn't mention Java here. Okay, they have made it simple here. Driver one is equal to driver dot find element. Okay, simply they are saying like this. That's okay. Okay, there are ways to make it simple. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. We are not directly putting that. Again, we are calling the apply method inside it. Public apply method we have to call, and to the apply method we have to pass something. To the apply method we have to pass something, and the passing is nothing but the driver we are passing, and it is returning the web element. So the function, new function is returning what? A web element. Simply, it's creating web element and returning simply. Okay. Yeah, let's see. This line should be part of public. Return type is web element. The method is apply that we have to use. Apply this this is what we have to do. And here we have to write in the apply, we have to apply what? Web drivers, driver we have to apply. Driver we have to apply. Then that is okay. We use it without apply, we can undo it. Yeah, anyhow, let's go to the basics of functions, guys. Okay, let's go to the basic of function, and there are few things that are pending still. We understood to some extent this Fluent wait. I understand that. Yeah, web element, Flipkart. I got some chat in the chat box from Mahesh saying web element, Flipkart, expected conditions dot visibility of element located by Flipkart, explicit wait method, second also working for this code. Okay. So expected condition is also working. Okay, great innovation, great thing. But okay. Fine. Let's not complicate that. Let's use whatever the syntax they are providing. That's okay. Here, expected conditions, visibility of element is also working. That what is Mahesh is saying, but let's not deviate that. Okay, it may work, but ultimately there are few concepts we have to understand. The exact purpose of dot class we have to understand, a new function. And you see in ChatGPT or somewhere they are using lambda expressions. You see. Instead of writing this code, there's a possibility of using lambda expression here, like driver one dot find element by dot idea of something, and they're using this. This is nothing but a function which is getting the driver as a input, and output is a web element. Simple words. It is making very simple. You see, lambda expression simply make the things very easy. So if you have to, I'll give you one example, guys. Okay, what I mean to say is I'll give you an example here. so that you'll understand how to use lambda expressions. I have not covered lambda expressions in detail for you, but I'll give an example. Lambda expressions demo main method. Let's say there is a function here. So generally we use lambda expression something like this as a shortcut representation of a function. Okay, instead of representing a function in high level way, we can do that. 1 minute. That's the main method we are writing this now. Driver. Yeah. Give an example for a lambda expression in Java. It is a shortcut representation of function. I'll just give you. Example for lambda expression in Java. I'll just go here. If it doesn't come, I'll go here and explain you. So here we are passing a parameter. Simply, we are representing the function in the simplest form as possible. For example, public static void main, and here you see numbers for each method is there. In that n system.out.println. Here I created one more function. Can you see one more function here? This is a function, guys. I have created a function, but instead of writing the function name and passing one parameter and all right, this is a function body. This part is a function body, and to that function body, it is a nameless function. Lambda expression in simple words is nothing but what? It is a nameless function. Just write in the chat box, guys. Lambda expression is nothing but a nameless function. It will not have any name. For example, when you create a function, it will have a name, right? When you create a function, it will have some name. For example, if I create something like this, public static void, public static void add int x comma int y, let's say int x comma int y is there. Then here system.out.println, I have to write this code x plus y I want to write. So instead of writing this entire function, what we do is the lambda expression, whatever the parameters we have to pass, x and y parameters, right? That will pass like this, x comma y. Okay. And we'll put this kind of stuff. And inside the function, what is there? Here, the name of the function, we don't have to name this lambda expression function. It is shortcut representation of a function, which is a nameless function. And here, you write down the code. Curly braces, put a semicolon, and in that you write down this part. This is a function. Okay. This entire function can be represented in this simple form like this. Okay. And also here, how many statements are there? Only one statement. If there is only one statement, these curly braces are not required. You can remove the curly braces. Okay. And if this function doesn't need any parameters, let's say the function doesn't need any parameters, 0 parameters. In that case, empty circular brackets are enough. So this is a function. This function can be represented like this. A shortcut representation of a function can be written like this. We'll talk about lambda expressions later, guys. It's not the time, but I'll just explain at a high level. Okay. The simplest representation of a function. Yes, it's the nameless function. It's the simplest representation of the function. We'll see the lambda expressions and all the advanced topics later. So there is a possibility here that they are saying that here we can implement in Fluent wait that lambda expression thing. Where is that Fluent wait, advanced explicit wait? Here, let's try that. I'll copy paste this one. And I'll comment this out for a while. Let's try the lambda expression instead of this new function and all. Okay, here it's taking, but here there is a different scenario altogether. So what I will do here is I'll create a web element, and instead of this, I'll say it has to return the web element. First of all, it has to return the web element. I'll say L. So, but what I have to pass to that? I have to pass a driver, right? Input is driver. I have to pass the driver as an input. I have to pass the driver as an input to the lambda expression function. And that driver will go inside. And here, I'll put the curly braces. You see, I can surround this driver with circular brackets, but it is optional, guys. The circular brackets are optional when there are at least one parameter is there. Here one parameter is there, nothing but what is the parameter? Driver is the parameter. If at least one parameter is there, circular brackets are not compulsory. You can remove the circular brackets. And here it is a nameless function and the body of the function is this one. And you can put a semicolon here if required. And here I'll write down the code. That is, it has to return what the function should contain the code for returning driver.findElement flipkart option. Okay, like this. It should return the web element, return driver.findElement by dot something is happening. That semicolon will remove. There is some confusion here. Just give me a second. Driver, and it is returning driver.findElement by dot link text. And the Flipkart option is ending here. Or if you don't, there's a single statement, you don't need the circular curly braces actually. For single statements, you don't need the circular brackets. Return driver dot. Parameter I have to pass. Parameter is going here and I'm using find element and returning by dot link text of element, and the semicolon is not required now because there is no such thing as a statement. But still it's not working out, but somewhere they said it is working now. Maybe ChatGPT or something. Let's see what they have given the solution as. Yeah, they are saying web element. Okay, they're saying web element. Wait out until driver one. The driver one, where is the driver one actually? Driver one, they are passing driver one dot find element. They are not written. There is nothing to be written then. Okay, I should not be using the return keyword. Driver is not working. Driver one find element by dot id example button. You're trying to decode Fluent, wait, so difficult, you see, to try to understand or make it more easier. Okay, that's okay. This is coming up. This part is okay, but here it is working, but for us it is not working. But I don't see any driver one anywhere. Here normal driver is there, but here they are saying driver one. What exactly they are passing, I don't know. Okay, I'll copy paste this Nigora's text and see where exactly I'm doing now. Yeah, now it's working fine. Somehow I should not be giving same name, it seems. Okay, if I give same name, driver if I give, and driver if I give, it's not taking. I have to say driver one, then it's taking. Driver one dot find element by dot something, but how it is understanding, I'm not able to get. This is working fine. This is working, guys. We are passing driver one as a parameter. And that parameter is going here and saying find element by dot id and all those stuff, and it's returning the web element. That's correct. We can use this web element, but how come this driver one is still a question for me? Like how this driver is going to this driver one is something kind of question for me. Yeah. So let's comment it out, guys. Let's comment it out and let's not worry much about this for a while. Okay. We'll explore that later. Okay. Let's not the entire day doing R&D on this. Many questions are there. That's good that we have a lot of questions. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it's ambiguity between the drivers and all, but how the driver is coming to this driver is something I have to explore. So anyhow, we have explored a lot to some core level we went and we understood to some level. Okay. Some function related stuff, input output thing, and converting this into a class format is something we understood. And we understood about some basics, at least about lambda expressions we understood today, right? Though we were not focusing much on waiting mechanism, ultimately we were trying to get into the next level of Java programming, right? Some next level of Java programming we were trying. So what is the problem here? Just comment this. I think the problem will go off. Okay. This part is okay. And what is this part? 1 minute. Main method is up to here. Flipkart option dot click is here. If I make this, I think it will be good. And an extra curly brace has come. Remove that. Save this. I think error should be gone now. Fine. Okay. So let's not worry about that, guys. We'll take one more session later to explore that because our sessions are very detailed R&D oriented sessions. Okay. And there are few unanswered things in this Fluent Wait. We went to next level because I didn't get time to, explore all these functionalities. But I thought let's do the R&D way before. But if I do this, it will take even more time. So I would like to take this R&D a bit offline. And then tomorrow I'll try to explain like what is the exact reasons for dot class and this new function stuff. At least at a high level, we understood. And how can we use a lambda expression in place of this new function stuff? And lambda expression is nothing but a nameless function I covered. So with the easiest example, I'm not ready yet to make you guys clear. So, but if you have understood or if you have not understood, just ignore that. You know how to use Fluent Wait now. That is more than enough. Okay. So clear, guys, clear. Shall we go into the next part? While you guys also do some R&D, I gave you the route. You can also do R&D. Shall we go to the next part now? Just type C in the chat box. So whatever that is clear. I know partial clear. It's okay to be partial clear at this point of time because we have to do a lot of R&D here. R&D is left out for us, but we have learned something new today, right? By doing this R&D, we have something new, like what is a lambda expression we have learned. It is a nameless function with a shortcut representation we have learned and all those stuff, okay? So fine, anyhow, let's move on by leaving some R&D left out in the Fluent Wait. Let's move on to this part, handling Ajax calls in Selenium. Already we have seen this. I don't have to explain again, right? Handling Ajax calls. What are Ajax calls? You need to understand. That's the only thing. Ajax calls means what, guys? What is Ajax means? What Ajax means? Asynchronous JavaScript calls. What is the meaning of Ajax? What is the meaning of Ajax? Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Okay, the full form of Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Okay, this is the actual full form, guys. Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So without loading the browser, okay. So what is the use? A browser built-in XML HTTP request object to request data from a web server and HTML DOM. Okay, dynamically requesting. When you perform Ajax calls, what will happen is one example of the Ajax call I'll show you. For example, if you go to umai.blogspot.com, without worrying about the browser getting loaded, directly it will try to contact the web server. A request will be sent to the server without the page getting loaded and will get some response. If you click on this button, without the page loading, a request is being sent to the server. As a response, you are getting these options. Without the page loading, the browser is not sending the request here. In this case, the browser is from the page level is not sending any request. But when you click on this drop-down button, a request is sending independently to the server and server is giving you these options. This is called as asynchronous JavaScript and XML calls. Okay, dynamically some calls are happening when I right click here and select inspect option and just go to the network tab. You see, without the page getting loaded, you see when I click on some submit buttons or right, the page will get loaded and the request will be sent to the server. Here in this case, if I click on the drop down button, am I getting any network calls here? I'm not getting anything anyhow. Okay, but a request is being sent to the server somehow. Okay, without capturing anything here, a request is being sent to the server. What if I say right click inspect? Maybe the calls are happening internally here. Right click inspect this code. You see, on click set timeout. 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, my function is being called. Where is this my function? This is a JavaScript function, guys. Where is this my function available? Where is this my function? I don't know where this is there, but it is there somewhere. And that my function, my function is being called with a delay of 3 seconds. Okay. Let's go here and see in the head part or something in the script tags. Do we have any script tags or something? Control F, my function. Yeah, this is the one. So there is a function here. You see, when I click on click set timeout, my function, this function is being called get element by ID. My dropdown is a class ID of the dropdown or something, it seems. And it's saying class something, something, something on click function event dropdown. And it's showing all the dropdown list. Okay. Some code is there. Some JavaScript code is there. Definitely some JavaScript code is there here, guys. Okay. So there is some JavaScript code here and which is getting as a list of the things. Okay. So fine. Anyhow, this is not going to the server and getting, but rather it is getting from the code itself. Okay. Some in the HTML code itself. That's why we are not seeing any request calls. But what exactly Ajax means? Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So what is the purpose we'll see for Ajax? Refer to a group of technologies that are used to develop web applications. By combining these technologies, web pages appear more responsive since small packets of data are exchanged between server and web pages and are not reloaded each time that user makes an input change. Ajax enables a web application user to interact with a web page without the interruption of the constant web page reloading. Okay. So simple words, Ajax means when you click on something, are these options coming without the page loading or with the page loading? Tell me, guys. Simple thing to find about the Ajax is, let's not make it complex. When I click on the drop down button, I'm getting some options. Without the page loading, these options are coming. With page loading, these options are coming. A call is made. Okay, and some output is coming here without the page getting loaded. For every small activity, I don't have to load the page to get the options. Okay, that is called as Ajax. In simple words, that is as Ajax. And Selenium, if these options are coming with a delay or without a delay, whatever it is asynchronous activity. Without the page loading, if the options are coming due to some network issues, also there may be situations where these options may come with small delay also, and because of which our Selenium scripts will fail because WebDriver will only wait for new options when the page loads. But without the page loading, some options are coming. In that case, if the page is not loading and the options are coming with a bit delay, then Selenium WebDriver is not going to wait for them. So then what is the solution to overcome this kind of Ajax calls? If you click on this and if I want to select the Flipkart option and this Ajax call is happening, there are a lot of places we had seen the Ajax call. For example, if I click on this, click to get alert. This alert is an Ajax call or not? It is an Ajax or not? This alert is coming as an Ajax or not? I clicked on this. Is a page loading to display this alert? Is a page loading when I click on this button? No, this is an Ajax call. It's an Ajax call, guys.
And
So
then
this kind, yes.
Another example, Arun, I think during the matches live score, Instead of updating the entire page, only the live score, the
Keeps
run
updating,
automatically
right? Correct.
It is
Correct.
Ajax call.
That is also Ajax. Whatever that is coming on the page newly, without the page getting loaded, okay? Without the page getting loaded, whatever the things that are getting displayed on the page for us, without the need of page getting loaded, those are Ajax calls, okay? For Ajax calls, Selenium will not wait. Selenium will not wait. Selenium will only by default wait until the page loads. But without page loading, these activities are happening means there's a possibility that this alert may come with a small delay tomorrow. Okay. These options will come with a small delay tomorrow. Such kind of things we have to implement waiting mechanism. So what is the waiting mechanism we have to implement to overcome this Ajax calls problem? This asynchronous Ajax calls. What is the solution, guys? What is the solution to overcome this problem? Yes, waiting mechanism is a solution. You can either use implicit wait or explicit wait.
Arun,
Fluent.
why it is problem because page is not loading. So this is a problem.
What is that question? Come again.
No. You're saying that to overcome this problem, we have to use some waiting mechanism.
Yes, correct.
But if page is not loading, that is the problem.
It's not the problem of the web application, it's how it is designed. You see, when you are developing this web application, developers have designed something like this where when you click on the button, an alert has to come. Okay. They are intentionally creating like this. They don't want the page to load. For each and every small activity, the page need not load. That's what is the intention of the developers. Okay. But you see, everything cannot by default come right on the page. There is something that will come when you do the activity on the pages. For that kind of small things, the page should not load. Okay. If the page loads right, a request will be sent to the server and server has to respond back and all those things will happen. Okay. So, but here, without the page getting loaded, some JavaScript code is being run here. And because of that, you are getting, every time you are not disturbing the server basically, and you are getting this kind of things without disturbing the server sometimes. Or sometimes a small chunk of request will go to the server and get the response back. And to display that response, server need not load. The page did not load here. Okay. Without the page getting loaded, the activity should be done. That is the main intention of the developers. That's not the problem with the OMI application. That's how it is designed. As per the design.
Okay.
But the problem here is, problem is not for the application. Problem is not there with the application. Problem is with our automation. Our automation doesn't understand that element will come in some time. This is an Ajax call. There's a possibility that element will come with a delay that our Selenium automation doesn't understand. So to overcome that problem, what we have to do? We have to implement waiting mechanism. Okay. So already we have done this, right? For many times, implicit wait, explicit wait. I have already explained this. After I click on the drop down button, these options, these asynchronous options are not coming immediately. They are coming with a delay. And for an alert, what we have to do? We have a simple thing like wait dot until expected conditions dot alert is present kind of method is there for this. Okay. Like that kind of stuff. Okay. So for now, this is a concept only. I don't have to give an example here. So how we are handling this asynchronous activity, which is happening without the page getting loaded? Will Selenium WebDriver wait for these options? Let's say I have to click on the drop down button and click on the flip cut option. The Selenium will wait for the flip cut option by default. Since the page is not loading when the flip cut option is coming, will it wait? No, it will not wait, right? It will not wait. Selenium WebDriver will not wait for the flip cut immediately. After clicking on the drop down button, it will expect the flip cut option before it comes. So what we do? We have to make the Selenium wait for the flip cut option. For that, what we implement? We implement implicit wait or explicit wait mechanisms. Okay, that we have already implemented here. So normal explicit wait, if you see here once I click on the drop down button, and here before clicking on the flip cut option, what I am doing? Before clicking on the flip cut option, what I am doing? I am implementing a waiting mechanism. Can you see that? WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait driver duration dot off seconds, some maximum time 30 seconds for the flipkart option to come. Wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by dot link text. By doing this, we are waiting for the flipkart option to be visible, and maximum time how much we are giving? 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, if it comes, do not wait for the entire 30 seconds. Just for 3 seconds, it will wait. If the flipkart option comes in 3 seconds, this is a smart wait. So this explicit wait or whatever the implicit wait that you will wait, only wait for the flipkart option to come. After that, it will perform the operation. So this is an asynchronous activity. Without the page loading, these options are coming. That's the reason we have to wait for these options until they come and then perform the operations. Is that clear? Is this handling Ajax calls concept is clear? So generally we use Ajax calls to retrieve small amount of data from the server without the need for reloading the page. This is the requirement of the developers, where for every small thing they don't want to reload the page to get the information from the server. So without the page getting loaded, they want to get the information from the server. But because of the side effect, what is happening? The problem is happening in automation where as a page is not reloading while the options are coming, the Selenium doesn't know to wait, because Selenium only waits by default when page is loading. Once the page loading is complete, it will perform the activities. But in this case, without the page loading, the information is coming as per the technology of development of this HTML or JavaScript, whatever you call, as part of asynchronous JavaScript calls, JavaScript and XML calls. Okay. So the only solution for such kind of situations to handle is in Selenium automation, we have to wait for that particular element until it is available. Okay. So that's what is the thing. Clear? This is a practical demonstration. This example is nothing but the practical demonstration of the same. You can take the same example. Here we are waiting for the flipkart option because after you click on the drop-down button, due to the asynchronous JavaScript activity, this particular flipkart option is coming with a delay. Okay. So without the page loading, this option is coming with a delay. So we have to explicitly wait or implicitly wait for this flipkart option. Or you can even use thread.strip also, guys. That's also fine. But the actual solution we have in Selenium is smart waiting mechanism, that is implicit wait and explicit wait. You can use normal explicit wait or fluent wait also. That's fine. Everyone clear with this topic? Ajax calls is clear. Asynchronous JavaScript calls. The purpose you need to understand mainly. The developer's purpose. To retrieve the small amount of data or information from the server without the page getting loaded. That's what is Ajax calls are all about. Full form of Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML calls. Fine. That is a technology used by developers to make that happen. Now the next concept is solving synchronization problem in Selenium. The next concept is what, guys? Solving synchronization problem in Selenium. You can also call this Ajax calls problem as synchronization problem. You see, Ajax means asynchronous. Synchronous means whatever the things that are in sync. When you click on the page load, when the page load happens, if you are getting all the elements of the page load, that is called as synchronous. And if I click on this button and I'm getting an option without the page getting loaded, that is called as what? Synchronous or asynchronous? If I click on the button without the page getting loaded, that is called as asynchronous. Okay? Synchronous, asynchronous. Some people will say synchronization problem means it's not happening when the page is loading. Okay? Selenium is faster and it won't be able to find an element on the web page by default. If the element is not available, Selenium will simply throw no such element exception. To handle this problem, we have to use again the same waiting mechanism. These two topics are same, guys. These two topics are same. The names are different. Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript call. Synchronous means while the page is loading, if you are getting the options, with the page loading, you are getting options, that is synchronous. Without the page loading, if you are getting some options with a delay, okay, those are called as asynchronous. So this asynchronous activity is possible with the help of Ajax calls indirectly again. Okay, asynchronous activities possible with the help of Ajax calls. To handle the Ajax calls, to wait for the elements, to make the Selenium WebDriver wait for the elements which are coming with a delay on the page, or there is a possibility of the elements coming with a delay on the page, we have to use waiting mechanism. Okay. Clear so far with these two concepts is clear? Both are same. Okay. Because of Ajax calls only, asynchronous activity is possible. Okay. The convention terminology is something you need to understand. Yes, Ajax calls will call synchronization problem. And to solve that, we have to implement waiting mechanism. Okay. So because why I have to explain these concepts is in the interviews, they will ask you, how do you handle Ajax call? Don't get confused. It's nothing but the things that come on the page when you perform some activity without the page getting loaded. That is Ajax calls. And synchronous means the outcome of the Ajax calls is asynchronous activity. The problem of synchronization will come with because of the Ajax calls only. So how to solve the synchronization problem? That's something that the result of the Ajax calls, how to solve? By using the same waiting mechanism. Okay. Now there are a few more things that I have to cover, that wait for an element to be clickable, wait for an alert to be present. Okay. So loading process, page load timeout, all these things we'll cover tomorrow, guys. Okay. So today we have done a lot of R&D on this Fluent wait, and same time I explained about this asynchronous activity and synchronization problem that is the resultant of Ajax activity. And these things you need to understand because of interview purpose and all. Okay. They'll ask you questions in a different way. How do you handle Ajax calls? Don't worry. Ajax calls, you know now, using Selenium WebDriver wait. Okay. How do you solve synchronization problem? That is a resultant of Ajax calls. We have to solve with the help of Selenium WebDriver waiting mechanism. Okay. Then tomorrow we'll cover this part, guys. Okay. Tomorrow we'll cover this part where, you know, how to wait for an element to be visible, how to wait for an element to be clickable, how to wait for an alert to be present, how to wait for a loading process icon, page load timeout, how to change the page load timeout. All these things I'll cover tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll cover everything. And if I do some R&D in the offline of Fluent wait, that also I'll cover tomorrow if required. Okay. Any questions, any doubts from today's session? Guys, any questions or doubts from today's session? Is that clear? Type C in the chat box if you guys are clear with this. Actually, I have not explained any code today, so I'm not going to upload any code. This is just the concepts I covered, so there is no code today. Okay. If it is clear, just type C in the chat box. There's the concepts we covered today. And there's nothing, only the recording I need to upload today. So tomorrow I need to work on the code and explain you. But for today, this much is enough, guys. Okay. We are taking it slow. That's okay, because the reason is these are R&D sessions. They will be slow only. Okay. Don't expect me to complete fast. The fasterness will be there in the evening sessions. Okay. Whatever the evening crash course things I am taking, right? Those are the fast way. Okay. Since people are asking me to take the crash course and some people have joined in between, right? They can attend the evening crash course. Okay. But in the morning, the sessions will be like this, where they will be dead slow with a lot of R&D, and we will not miss anything. Okay. We'll understand to the core level. So guys, what is your feedback? Shall I continue like this only, or do you want me to go a bit speed? What do you think? Shall I go like this only by explaining each and everything, or do you expect me to a bit faster? Okay, Rajkumar is fine with this way. What about other people? I would like to take the feedback, because without what you guys are expecting from me, like these R&D sessions are okay, or shall I be faster? Yeah, Kumar is saying continue the same way. Fine. It is okay, AB. Fine this way. Manjula, fine. Thank you. Thank you guys for the feedback. This helps, right? R&D is something we have to do in our real life. So this helps. But the only problem is our batch timing will increase. That is the only way. If you guys are fine, then fine. Okay. Continue the same way. Everyone is saying continue the same way. Thanks for the feedback, guys. So that's very good gesture. I think so. Yeah. Yes, this way you won't forget anything. That's correct, Rajkumar. It is okay, Sneha. Okay, fine. Komal is saying it's okay. Please continue the same. Sure, I'll do that. By doing an extensive R&D, and without, we have to understand why the code is like that and all. This way will help you out, build a lot of confidence in Selenium automation, and also it will make you more confident in Java also at the same time. Yes, Renuka, please continue the same. Renuka is saying that's great. So keep providing the feedback. That will take a lot of time. Interview questions will take separately. We'll start some initiatives in the coming days on weekends. Okay, Vivek, as part of interview questions, we'll start initiatives. Okay, for now we have a lot of initiatives going on. the coming days we'll start interview questions in initiatives, programming challenges initiatives. Okay, many other initiatives we are going to start, but that I cannot do as part of this training series. Okay, so that definitely your idea is good. That interview questions preparation part initiatives, that will definitely plan on weekends in the coming days. Okay. But you see, already you see, Vivek, the topic is saying taking a lot of time. Okay, topic is taking a lot of time. If I keep going in the interview direction, what will happen? People will deviate, right? The topic will not end. It will take 2 weeks of time for a single topic. Okay, that will not be correct. Let's take that as ongoing initiatives, because interview questions is a vast area that we have to do. Okay, but definitely I'll try to figure out something in the coming days as part of interview questions initiatives. But I cannot do is it part of this classes. Okay. But anyhow, at the end of the sessions, I'm giving you the time to ask you the questions. If no questions are there, I'm giving you 1 hour time. If anything is there, you can discuss. Okay. That extra 1 hour, I can, give it for you to clear your doubts, or if you're facing some interview questions and facing some problems, we can discuss on that. Yeah, Mahesh has one example from Rahul Shetty Academy. Yes, Mahesh, you can show. Yes, Mahesh, you can show. You want me to give you the permissions to share your screen? Mahesh, do you want me to give you the permissions to share your screen? Yes, I am giving you the permissions. Okay. I'll stop sharing my screen. You can share now. Then so assignment, yeah. Mahesh has shared. Fine. Okay.
Yes. Here I am going to log into the application.
Uh-huh.
As I am logging,
First
of all, I have to select one product.
Okay.
That
Add to cart.
that is the Ajax call.
Yes. Correct.
And then this Ajax call is I'm not able to locate. I have located, but I have missed it out. Very long time ago, I have located that, but currently I need to locate that. So how can I locate that web element?
Okay, web element of that loading item.
Yes.
So you have to go into the debugger mode. You have to go into the debugger mode.
Yes, I am coming to the debugger mode.
Maybe network or something you go, or go to network. 1 minute. Is there any debugger options anywhere? I too have done this, but a long time I have done. Click on that settings icon on the right side.
Which one? This one or this one?
Yeah, yes. That one you click. Let's see what happened. Not that one, I guess. Not that one, I guess. The below one you try to click. Any debugger options coming here, like go to application or performance or whatever it is, or go to console, go to console. I've seen this somewhere, but even I forgot, like, how to stop at that level. While the page is loading, you can stop it actually. So
here the event listener option is there.
No, not that one. Go to application once. Go to application.
Yes.
No, it's not there here also. Performance. Go to sources. Every tab you just click and see.
Source and
this one.
Pause.
Pause script execution. This is what you have to do. After you click on that button, right, while the loading is coming, you have to pause the debugger. That's the only thing we can do. Try that out.
Yes, I will. One second.
Go to the page and whatever you want to do, right? Be ready with that option. Okay. Yeah. Pass. Before it ends, you pass it. Again, resume. No, it's passed, but that loading is gone away, right? Before that loading goes away, you should be very fast here. Click on add to cart and immediately pass. Don't worry about it. Pass it. Yeah. You need to be a bit fast.
Here
No,
is
no.
some option or
No. I mean to say, click on add to cart and immediately pass. Fast pass. Before it goes off, you have to pass. You have to go, your mouse should move in such a way that, it has to pass. Yeah. It has passed? Yeah. Now you got it. Now you select the left side option, complete left side option, inspect option. Complete left side inspect option. Total left side. Move your mouse to the left side. Move your mouse to the left side. Complete, not there. There. In the Google Chrome Dev Tools, after elements, left side, there are two options. After console, elements is there, na? Where is elements?
elements.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the left side of the elements, what is there? On the left side of the elements, yeah, that option you click. And now you go ahead and inspect that. Now you can inspect. Okay. You're getting my point?
Yes.
Try to create an XPath or something and try to locate that. Okay. That's the way to inspect. Okay. It all depends on what is your requirement. But if you want to take this as a challenge, what exactly you want to solve here? What exactly you want to solve here? Can I know?
I need to go. 1 second. I will show you code. Here this is the application. Using that application, you have to select the product and go till the payment page. As per the and thanks for matching the.
That's okay. That's all okay. But what do you want with that loading thing?
Actually, when I'm trying to that here is that particular locator web element.
Wait for that particular thing to go off or something.
Yes. Wait until. This is the MB3. That is the locator.
Wait until means until that comes, you are waiting.
Yes.
What you are solving there then? What you are solving by waiting for that?
Waiting for that. After the waiting, that time I'm able to do more
activity, right?
Yes.
So, but you see,
doing that,
here there is a problem in the script, Mahesh. The problem is you have to wait for invisibility of that element, not visibility of the element. Understood? The element should go away.
Yes.
But you are waiting for the element to be visible. While the loading is happening, we are waiting for that loading part, right? Basically. Tomorrow I'll cover this for you. Okay. Tomorrow we have the same thing. Okay.
Yes. Here is I have covered that invisibility of the
invisibility of something. You have to cover that, but that also may not work. So in that case, what we have to do, I'll explain the solution tomorrow. Okay. Till that you just wait. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll show you what is the solution. There is an example with me also, that loading problem example. So how to pass in debugger, I'll show everything. Okay. So how to wait until this completes and then we can perform other operation, right? After this Ajax call is happening, after this loading Ajax call is over, then, we have to wait for some, like what we have to do is the solution. I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. But this one, can you paste this URL of this Rahul Shetty Academy in the chat box once so that, we can do it on the weekends as a live challenges thing. Okay. Whatever we come across, we'll do on the live challenges on weekends, right? Just post that.
Okay.
You can stop sharing and just post in the chat box.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so in the chat box, you post it. I'll just look in the chat box. So Vivek, no need to worry. Still, we have that, topic by topic. If you want to discuss the interview questions, we can do it separately because that will take a lot of time. because a lot of questions need to be answered and all, right? We can randomly, we cannot make it, specific questions, okay? It has to be any questions, okay? It can be any questions on every day, okay? So we'll take that as initiatives in the coming days and, interview questions initiatives, and we'll do that in the coming days. But for now, let's not worry about that, okay? Now the different plans. Still, I have the different plans, despite of you saying something, right? I have the different plans, okay, of explaining the doubts and randomly explaining the interview questions is fine, okay? Rather than, going specific by specific. That specific wise thing, we will do it later if required, okay? But that is a good idea to go specific wise, but I am not in that way because we don't have so much of time, okay?
And with respect to the assignment, one doubt is that
Yeah, please.
actually the checkbox would come visible after 10 seconds, right?
Right, correct.
So for explicit wait, we could obtain that condition, wait until the element to be clickable like that.
Yes,
But
correct.
implicit wait and fluent wait, it's
Are
not
not
possible
waiting.
to.
It's
Yeah,
not working.
yeah, right. It would be wait for the element to be present, but how to?
Yes, yes, correct.
that?
That's your right. You see, implicit wait doesn't have the explicit conditions, right?
Yeah, right.
That's the reason we have to go with explicit wait only in that case. There is no other way.
Okay. In the fluent wait, is there any possibility to pass the function like that? That means for the
It's some people were saying that there's a possibility today, right? But I don't think we should be using fluent wait because fluent wait is not generally used in real time. So why to go for fluent wait when already normal WebDriver is doing the job for you?
Yeah, right. We could append that by explicit wait.
Yeah, you see, the questions are good, but thing is, it's not required to go that level, okay? So intentionally, we don't have to go for implicit wait and solve this problem when explicit wait is doing the job well. Okay. Intentionally, we don't have to go for fluent advanced kind of a version of wait when we have the normal waiting mechanism is solving the problem. Okay. So because anyhow, we are not going to use fluent wait in real time, and implicit wait also we use very less. That we'll try to reduce the implicit wait time as less as possible, like 3 seconds, 2 seconds if required. Okay. According to our application. Okay. So it's better to go with fluent wait and solve that in that context, I mean to say. Okay.
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 Since the assignment was specifically given, that's why I asked. I tried to resolve that one, but could not.
Could not do that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
So you are unable to, wait for that and with the help of fluent wait and unable to click on that. But
It's
maybe you are
clicking.
able to click. You are able to click on that, right?
Yeah, right. But the objective would not be.
But explicitly, you cannot say that clickable or not. You cannot check and then do it, right? That's the only thing.
Yeah,
but
right.
able to do it. That's okay.
Yeah, right.
That is fine. That's what is the intention of my assignment. I was not expecting you guys to do that conditions you have to give. That is not my expectation anyhow.
Okay.
Then if you have done that, that is more than enough. Okay.
Okay.
Good guys.
Thanks.
And still, the assignments are still pending for exploring the dot class, new function, and also add lambda expressions. Okay. Understanding lambda expressions is something. Okay. Today assignment, I'll give about lambda expression. Okay. Because I took some time, right? Understand lambda expressions in Java. Okay. Try to take this as an assignment. I'll try to cover if required tomorrow, but do it from your side because you already have good knowledge of Java, right? Just I told you, right? Lambda expressions are nameless functions, and you can write the entire function in a single line instead of writing in multiple lines. In a single line, you can write a function, and you know what is a parameter, where you have to write the code and all. Today I gave some examples, right? So try that lambda expression. Okay, so as an assignment, try to do some R&D on that. Okay, that will help you. Yeah, great, Rajkumar. Please try that, guys. Okay, please try this lambda expression thing. Yeah, great. So the next thing is assignments are done. You have any questions, you can ask me, guys. Okay, any question you can ask me. And anyhow, we got this link from Mahesh from rahulshettyacademy.com that will add into our this weekend batch or challenge. Okay, today is Friday, right? Tomorrow we have that, right? Tomorrow we have live challenge automation stuff going on. Okay, tomorrow we'll take some example. Demo application. I'll simply say demo. All the demo applications I'm pinging in the Telegram group so that tomorrow, when we have time, we'll take some scenarios from this kind of demo applications and then work on them. Okay, automate them so that our confidence will rise. Different applications we have to automate. Okay, fine. So handling Ajax calls is over. Solving synchronization problems is over. Then these things I'll cover tomorrow, and most of your questions will be cleared on waiting mechanism in depth. Okay, tomorrow it will be not tomorrow. Sorry, on Monday we'll do that. Okay, on Monday, because tomorrow and day after tomorrow we have the live automation sessions. In the afternoon we have manual testing discussions, and in the evening we have the Selenium Java crash course. And today also evening 8 p.m. we have the Selenium Java crash course going on. Let's see that. Okay, fine. And apart from that, we can go with this WhatsApp group. If you have questions, you can ask me meanwhile. We have the time for the questions, guys. Okay, I'm giving the time for the questions. Okay, there is a Selenium certification quiz. Lakshmi is sharing. You see a lot of discussions are going, and I love it, guys. Okay, I love it. Lakshmi, you are sharing a lot of good stuff. That's good. I think she is not there in the call, but she is sharing. Okay, that's great. Yeah, Rajkumar, any question regarding to
in that Fluent Wait? If I am passing this extract for Flipkart,
instead of link text, if you want to pass /a href, right?
yeah, extract that is
You are
not
seeing
working.
that, okay? So
Element is not interactable. I'm getting an error like that.
okay. In the Fluent Wait or in the non-Fluent Wait also?
In the Fluent Wait.
Only in the Fluent Wait.
I'm
Only in the Fluent Wait or normal WebDriver wait also? Can you code the entire code? Entire code you can paste here.
Okay.
Fluent Wait code, can you paste so that I can see? Okay. Return driver.find element /a href is equal to, and what is this again?
Sorry, if I am passing by.id link test, it is working fine.
No. Why in the code again I mean to say, just come back here and I'll go to the doubts part and create a new, say, Fluent wait doubt, and say with the main method. In the chat box, you are ping something that I don't think I'll just post it here anyhow. WebDriver, sorry, Chrome driver, I'll say Chrome driver for now. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control-Shift-O, then driver.manage.window.maximize, and driver.get. I'll take the application URL.
Okay. I got the reason for this one. This is a different one. Sorry. Actually, yeah, this is a different one. Leave it. I got clarified.
You got the answer, right?
Yeah, I got the answer. Okay.
So, okay. Where is a mistake? What do you think is a mistake you made? Here I pasting your code.
I'm searching for another thing. The
Return driver.find element by.xpath is there. And again, this is a comment, right? This comment you have put.
No, I have commented that one. Sorry,
Okay.
I am searching for a long element. That's the mistake.
Searching for what element?
Actually, this flipkart will be available by clicking the drop down button.
Oh, right.
I am searching by check this button. That one. That's why.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. But the XPath is correct only, right?
Yeah, XPath is correct only.
There's no issue in that.
Yeah, no issue.
Fine.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
It got resolved. Fine. That's great. Any other questions, guys? You have?
Arun, how will you conclude the testing? This is one of the interview questions.
How will you conclude the testing is an interview question, okay? So interview question. How will you conclude the testing? So you see that if you know the software testing life cycle, how do you end the testing? Conclude means what? Stopping. When the testing will stop, right? So it depends on project to project. If it is an agile project, it is different. You see, we generally come to a conclusion for testing when the testing has to stop is a question simply. So we generally conclude when most of the major defects are fixed and it's okay to have some like, agreeable defects are there. That's okay to release if they, timeline has arrived or all the test cases are passed. Application that we are testing is stable. Okay. And the application has reached to the acceptable level of issues. Okay. What Rajkumar is saying is also correct. Okay. So when you conclude the testing, when the application reaches that quality level, that can be released into the market, right or wrong?
Yeah.
The desired quality level is achieved. It doesn't mean that application may not have all the defects fixed. There may be still some more defects in the application, but they are acceptable level of defects. I'm okay with the defects. The small defects, I'm okay. Okay, if the client will say that. Generally, in my experience, if I have worked in a non-agile project, how we do this is, in non-agile projects, mainly what we'll do is we'll take we'll create a quality report at the end of the testing, right? Almost when the testing reaches to the end, and if the client says that we are going to release the application tomorrow, we'll prepare a quality report saying, as a tester, we'll give a decision whether to release the software into the market or not. We'll list down all the defects and we'll write a conclusion line saying that we don't recommend this particular, okay? We don't recommend this particular software to be released, application to be released into the market because it still has some major defects. Or sometimes we say that the application is very stable and almost all defects have been fixed until there are some minor defects. If you they are acceptable defects, if you feel you can release. Like that, we'll diplomatically talk by creating a quality report and send it to the client. The client agrees with that. Client will do the release part in the normal projects. Okay, that's how we conclude the testing by assessing the quality, where how many remaining defects are there. If the defects are those defects not major defects, is application functionality stable or not? If there are some defects left out, whether they are acceptable even though they exist after releasing the software into the market. All these questions, after addressing that questions, we'll decide to conclude the testing. Okay, that will conclude the testing. Got it, Kurupal?
Yeah.
This is how we have to answer. Okay, this is what happens in real time also. Okay, with the help of quality report, by assessing the quality of the software, whether it is the quality of the software is according to that can be released into the market and all those stuff. And if any issues that are still pending fixing, whether they're acceptable or not, the discussion should happen in the team. And once they are decided as acceptable, then we can release the software into the market. Okay, until we reach a version of the software that is stable enough to be released into the market, that decides the closure of the testing. Okay, conclusion of the testing or closure of the testing, ending of the testing, whatever you call. People will call it in different ways. Okay. Yeah. I think you got the answer. That's great.
Yeah.
And also I posted the question in the discussion group because they're asking in the interviews, right? So it's better. People also learn from them. And
Yes. Yesterday's interview, she asked me very much a jumble question. Why
Okay.
you are
Yeah. Continue.
like that? Why string? Why not int? Like that.
Why?
Mhm. In main method, we are using a string of array, correct? So, why we are
Ah.
using a string? Why not a int? Why not other data type? Like that question.
Okay.
Very
You see,
jumbling
first of
question.
all, you have to answer like this. I tried this. If I change that string to int, it will not work. Okay. As per
Okay.
the syntax of Java, it should
Mm-hmm.
be in the main method, in the circular bracket, string of args should be there. Why not int of args, right?
Mm-hmm.
The two reasons I'll give you is like, first thing is that from my experience, whatever the knowledge I have, you have to answer like this because no one is an expert, right? So you have to answer
Yeah.
like this with my knowledge, with my experience, with the ability, because they are trying to check your knowledge there. So I tried to change the string of args to int of args, and I found that it's not working. Okay, that's the one thing. So that means Java is not allowing me to do that. As per the syntax of Java, string of args should be there. Second thing I believe is that to that string of args, you have to pass the arguments from the command line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you are passing the arguments, different type of arguments, whether you pass number or whether you pass text or something, right? It will take in the string format. It will convert into the string format. Okay, that's another reason. Or we may
Mm-hmm.
also, that questions, we may not be experts still. There may be something lagging also with us. Let's find it out, okay? Because the question has been already asked. Let's find it out, okay? Why main method uses string of args, right?
Yeah.
And why not int of args? Okay, let's say this is a question you got. But I know as per the syntax of Java, we should be using string of args only. That is one question I can say.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is used is main is designed to receive command line. I told you, right, in the form of strings.
Mm-hmm.
When you pass the command line arguments, right, whether you give in string literals or in the form of text, by default, these arguments are treated as string literals only. You see, in the command line, I'm saying Java, my program, I'm passing the arguments, right here. Argument 1, argument 2. Have I put any single quotes, double quotes, number, text, anything is there? No. By
No.
default, these are considered as, string literals. Okay.
String.
That's why it should be string of args. That's what you think. I thought that will be the answer, but that is only the answer. Okay. Right? Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So later, once you get that arguments and you want to convert them back into the integer format, if, for example, if you want to pass number here, okay, let's say you want to pass the number here, you don't want to pass the string, okay, you want to pass the number here, not the string, then what you will do? I pass number 9 here, but it will go into one of the arguments here. It will go into one of the arguments here in the form of what? It will go into one of the arguments in the form of string only. 9 with double quotes it will go. But there is a mechanism in Java where we do a conversion. Later, if you want to have that string in the form of integer format, we can say integer.parseInt of string. It will be converted to integer, right? The possibility is there. You can pass the numbers and still in the program, you can get converted to integers. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to explain that practically?
No, I can understand.
You are getting, right? You are getting,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we have different stuff like, integer dot parseInt of string. That if that is an integer, you can convert that into number.
Mm-hmm.
Number you are passing, but the problem is number is not coming in the numerical format. It's getting converted to string by default, right?
Correct.
That string, again, convertible number is there in the string format, means you just use integer dot parseInt and pass that numerical string and then convert to integer string. Simple. Okay, try this out. Try this out. This is a very good question. So we got some knowledge here. Okay. So try this out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's very good question actually. Okay. And also you need to understand what will happen when you pass numerical arguments to this string array from the command line, how to use them in the program. Okay. this thing I can say as an assignment, okay? Since it's a coming assignment, you can try it as pass numerical arguments to string of args of main method from command line, and then use it in your program after converting them back to numbers. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Can you try that?
Yes, sir.
Just try that, okay? If you try
Yeah.
that right, that will help you, okay, Krupal? That will help you
Yeah.
in going, okay? If not, if anyone unable to do that, let me know. I'll explain that in the coming sessions, okay? Fine. Yeah, any other questions?
What about holy holiday, Arun? Because I am
Right,
going
right.
to travel to my native place. That's the reason. I
Okay,
don't
when
want
you
to
are
miss.
traveling,
Yeah. Saturday evening.
Oh, okay. Saturday evening. Oh, I think Holi is very
Sunday is
important for
yeah.
uh,
Sunday I can attend, but Monday is a complete holiday.
but you would have asked this question way before because many people have already left. Like, but I'll ask this question in the chat. If that is the case, right, we can postpone
Yeah.
the sessions. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, Monday will postpone. Okay, and from
Yeah.
Tuesday we can begin because the reason here is not only you.
Mhm.
There may be other people who they are taking long weekend, right, because of holiday.
Yeah.
23,
Yeah.
24, 25, and that too at North Indian side, Holi is treated as a very big festival, I guess.
Monday we can do the holiday.
Monday holiday is there, but what about Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday morning session is possible.
No, for you, but what about others? What do you think? Like,
Okay, we can discuss it on WhatsApp group.
yes, yes,
So
yes. So I'll
yeah.
ask the people in the WhatsApp group how many people are available this Saturday, Sunday, as Monday is a holiday kind of stuff. And based
Yeah.
on that, we'll decide because people are not
Mhm.
attending. We don't want because the ultimate reason is people have to attend, right? Basically, right? That's the thing. So let's see. I'll ask the people. Okay.
Mhm.
As Monday, we have on Monday, I'll not be taking session as on account of Holi. Okay, Holi festival in India. So what about Saturday and Sunday? Are you guys available? Okay. On Saturday and Sunday, so that I can plan my sessions. Okay. Let's see what people will reply based on that. That's a good thing because I forgot
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
If any people say not available, right? I'll not take sessions on Saturday, Sunday, and I have to think much about that. Okay. Post poll instead of WhatsApp. I don't. In WhatsApp, we don't have that poll, right?
I think
But we
we
have to.
have.
We
I think
have.
we have the poll. Yeah, I have.
Can you show me like what I have to do to get the poll?
Uh, Go
Yeah,
to
poll.
the attachment.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
to
got
the
it.
attachment.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want holiday to take a long break? How many are you available for sessions on this Saturday and Sunday? As Monday is holy. Okay. Available. I am available. I am available. I am not available. I am not available. Let's see what the people will vote. Yeah, thanks Vivek for helping me out there. Okay. Take the poll. Yeah, let's see if anyone says not available, we'll discuss, but otherwise, there is no, we'll continue in the same way. Okay. Yeah, any other stuff? Any other stuff we have to discuss? And I think there are a lot of things being shared in the WhatsApp group. Let's have a discussion meanwhile the polling goes on. So Selenium quiz, online mock test, and MCQ question and answers. Okay, that's good. Quiz time is 30 minutes. This mock test has 50 questions. Each question is of 1 mark, so total 50 marks. Multiple choice questions with only one valid answer. I think that's very good idea to take this quiz, right? So we'll take this, not a problem. Anyone have tried this quiz already? Anyone have tried this quiz already? I would love to take this quiz. Okay, I would love to take this quiz. Okay, so it started already. I'll just go it again and take it. Okay, fine. Okay, that's good. I'll take this quiz and or prepare something on top of that. That's a good thing. Lakshmi, thanks for sharing. And here we have Lakshmi sharing also this. Yeah. ISTQB certification sample question paper 2. When what is visible to end users is a deviation from specific or expected behavior, what is that called as? Okay. Regression testing should be performed. Okay. A lot of ISTQB questions. Yes, that's very good to have a discussion on this. Okay. The weekends we have this manual testing part where we can discuss that. That's great. That will help out, And there is a program here. What will be the output of below statement? String s is equal to Java string with system.out.println s dot substring of 5, 3. What is the answer, guys? S dot substring of 5. 5 means index, starting index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting from S. And here position is 3. Yeah, the entire thing is not visible. It will print str, or it will print runtime exception, or it will print index out of bounds exception, string index out of bounds exception, compile time error. What is the answer, guys? What is the answer, do you think, for this question? 5, 3, I guess, right? I'm just thinking str, but position, this is a position actually. 1, 2, 3 is a position, but str is the answer. Is that so? Let's try it out. Main method. String str s is equal to, what is that question? Good questions are being asked, guys. Java string quiz. Okay. Java string quiz. I'll take Java string quiz. And yeah. Then system.out.println s dot substring of begin index and end index also is there. So I have to take begin and end index. Substring of I'll just take index as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting from 5. And I'll simply say 3. What is the output? Let's see. So a lot of people thought str, right? Very tricky question. String index out of bounds exception is coming. Very good question, actually. So why? Because even I got confused a bit for a while, because you see my basics are wrong or something I was thinking. So because here 3 is not it will not start from S to here. Instead, 3 is nothing but a position, that is 1, 2, 3 till V. But starting is here, ending is here. Is that possible? Is that possible, guys? Everyone thought like str may be an answer as a trick. It is a tricky question. But what's happening? Starting position is yes, ending position is V. Is that possible? That's the reason we are getting an exception known as string index out of bounds exception. Very good question. Yeah, that will make our basics strong. Whenever we come across this kind of questions, it will make our basics strong. Okay, right, Vikram? Vikram also thought str is the answer. That has definitely tricked us. Okay, even though I have the basics, I was very confused. Like, what will be that? So even using index out of bounds exception, again one more trick. Here, string index out of bounds exception is something that we are getting, not index out of bounds exception. Okay, so tricky question. Fine. Anyhow, we got the answer as string index out of bounds exception as an answer for this particular question. And apart from that, we have select all valid methods of string class. Prim is valid method. To lower split or I don't know intern is there, so I'll just leave it to intern. I don't think we have an intern method. Do we have intern method in string class in Java? Or we can go to the Java library and find it out if that doesn't make sense. Java 8 API documentation. Go to that. Control F and say string. Just search for the string class, string predefined class. Go to string predefined class and look for the intern method. Is there any intern method here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Index of is there? Index of is there? Yes, there is an intern method. Okay, then it's very crazy now. Trim. To lower is there. To lower. To lower case is there. You see how much tricky they are asking me. You see. To lower case. Who remembers case, guys? Who remembers the case? Intern is there. Intern is there. I was also wrong, right? To lower case. Trim is there. Split is there. That I remember. Okay. But to lower, who will remember to lower case will be the thing. Okay. See, split will be there. Somewhere split will be there. Yeah, split method is there. That's correct only. Trim method. ST. Here somewhere trim method will be there. That's also correct. You see, first intern is also there, guys. What is the use of intern? I have never tried intern method earlier, but they are trying to trick us to select a wrong answer. So intern method. Canonical representation for string. I never used it, but what is that? We have to try it out. Okay. But to lower is the answer for this question, which is not a valid. Select all valid methods of string class. Prim, intern, split are the valid methods. But to lower is not a valid method. To lower is not the valid method because just go and see to lower. To lower case is there, but to lower is not there. Okay. So that means this is not a valid method. We have to say A, B, and D are the valid methods. Yeah. Yeah, we can convert an array to string and print it out. Okay, to string method. Okay. So what is this actually? Where is this coming from? List of string elements with string name is args, like int A or int A, same like string of args or string of args. What is this question? List of string elements with string args, array name is args. What is that? Meaning of string of args. Need natural answer, not ChatGPT. Okay. Why multiple and in hybrid inheritance not supported by Java? With which programming language supports these types? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, multiple and hybrid inheritance are supported by interfaces in Java still. Okay. If you go for interfaces, they will support Drupal. But if you go for classes, they will not support. Okay. I don't know whether Drupal is there here. Drupal, you there? Rupal, you there? In Java also, multiple and hybrid inheritance are supported in case of interfaces, but not in classes. Okay. So we'll explain that. Okay. It's all Selenium concepts with examples. Okay. Mahesh has shared this document. Very good. Discussions are going in our WhatsApp groups. Any questions, guys, apart from these things? Do you have any questions? Okay. What is that question, Vivek? Absolute abstraction with interface means? Full abstraction, you mean to say?
Yes, that's not question. It's abstraction is possible. Absolute abstraction is possible with the interface. That's what I'm saying.
Correct. Interface means full abstraction.
Yes, exactly.
Abstraction means partial abstraction, right?
Yes.
That's correct. But I think we have covered that, right? Yeah, we have covered that. Right. Yeah. Yes, absolute abstraction with interface. That's correct. So these are all some, some knowledge things. That's good to have this kind of documents and, refer them. If anything we are missing, right, we can take some of these documents. That's okay. Very good documents are being shared here. And web tables thing, we'll be doing on live sessions, okay? Demo, Guru 99 and all these questions, okay? We have to solve this on, weekend live session automation. So here we have something. Okay. It will take time. Quasimi, it will take time for me to start API. You know that, right? How depth we are doing R&D and going with that thing, Rakesh is not available, but remaining people are available. Let's see how many people still, we need still more votes. So only 11 people voted. Let's see how many people will vote for that. Okay. Based on that, we'll decide. Yeah. API will take time. Okay. So by the time we'll go to API, it will take time. Okay. So be with me. But this thing is very good. I like the question. Okay. So I think that's all for today, guys. That's all for today. We'll discuss more. We'll learn more together in the coming sessions. I'll try to plan the sessions as much as possible because I don't want to take breaks. But if many people are not available, okay, then there's a possibility that I have to cancel the sessions, okay, and go forward like that. I'll announce that, okay, based on the votes I'll get, I'll announce that.
Yeah.
Okay, then today, hopefully we'll have the session, the weekend, Selenium Java crash course session in the evening hours. Let's meet there, okay? Till then, bye everyone. Bye everyone. See you.
Yeah. Bye, Arun.
Bye guys. Yeah, welcome Vivek. See you. Bye.